Rollcage is a futuristic racing game developed by Psygnosis for the PlayStation in 1999. The game was well received at the time and spawned a sequel just 1 year later. The main gimmick of Rollcage is the vehicles. The tires are oversized, allowing them to flip over and then keep going. While the game presents these as full-size rides, they actually look and handle more like RC cars than anything else. The next gimmick is the ability to drive up walls and on ceilings. The track layouts encourage this as well, with speed boosts located in all sorts of interesting locations. Your ability to land on either side of your vehicle adds a layer of complexity not normally found in racing games. You have a few different vehicles to choose from, with stats offering trade-offs between handling, acceleration, and top speed. Though per usual, sticking with a high top speed and dealing with any handling shortcomings is the way to go. The meat of Rollcage is the League mode. The game starts with just the easy difficulty available, forcing you to complete 3 different championships before hard mode is unlocked. Completing the championships on hard mode will unlock Expert, though I've never managed this myself. There are some multiplayer options as well, but of course, I'm flying solo here. Next up are the environments. There are 4 total, and each is quite distinct. First up is the green tropical area called Harpoon Islands. Sapphire Springs is a snowy, icy landscape. Outworld is a hellish place on Mars, and finally, Kyoto City looks like a futuristic Japan. Despite there being just 4 areas, each league has unique track variations, keeping Rollcage feeling fresh. The most impressive thing about Rollcage is the visuals. While the tracks themselves look quite beautiful, with complex geometry, sharp textures, and plenty of background detail, the special effects are outstanding. The real-time lighting effects are stunning, and the futuristic worlds lend themselves well to all the lighting wizardry. Even the car select screen has different colored strobe lights that reflect in real time off the car models. And of course, the different weapons show off even more excellent real-time effects. It's clear the developers really wanted to show off what they had learned about the PlayStation during the years prior. Also fairly unique are the destructible environmental elements. Certain items can be crashed into and destroyed. Otherwise, some of your weapons will lock onto the different set pieces and blow them up, crashing them onto the course. Again, the real-time destruction is fairly impressive. Rollcage's technical prowess doesn't stop there. The physics engine here is technically great. The way the 4 oversized tires react with different road surfaces, walls, tunnels, and each other feels incredibly accurate and realistic. It's clear the developers also had a firm grasp on modeling tires, and there are few racing games from this generation that feel this complex. Unfortunately, this is also Rollcage's biggest downfall. While driving up walls and ceilings is obviously fun and exciting, it can also be incredibly frustrating. The vehicle's short wheelbase makes it far too easy to spin out, and correcting yourself can be maddening at times. It's also far too easy to get your giant wheels into your opponent's giant wheels and then come to a grinding halt. The AI isn't particularly good in Rollcage, and the game often feels more like an endurance test than a racing game. And this leads me to my biggest issue with Rollcage. Similar to F-Zero on the Super Nintendo, Rollcage feels more like a tech demo than a fully fleshed out racing game. Rollcage is undeniably impressive, with an insane sense of speed, awesome lighting effects, and a terrific physics engine, but it's just not a great racing game. The track designs don't have a real flow to them, and it's all too easy to get flipped and tossed about. This problem is made worse in the harder difficulty modes, where the game demands perfection, but the game's design doesn't allow for such precision. Don't get me wrong, Rollcage is a fun arcade-style racing game. If you're into over-the-top racing games with 90s techno and beautiful visuals, it doesn't get much better than this. However, if you're looking for a deeper racing experience, I think you'll be a touch disappointed. Rollcage is an amazing tech demo showing off what is possible on the PlayStation. I just wish they had put the same energy and time into making a great racing game. As it stands, Rollcage is more style than substance. 3 out of 5.